Alrighty, folks. I know. It has been forever and a day. I'm still not too sure about doing this right now, but I wish Bucky. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Mwah. Yes, I love this. My handsome baby butt. Alright, hop down. Okay, we're gonna do this. I don't know what's stopping me, my psyche, after losing my voice for so long and then being sick for so long. I don't feel like I have it in me, but sometimes you just gotta do it. And I think I just need to get back in the swing of it. Yep. Gosh. All the voices are probably going to be so different. It's been so long. Alright, let me find out who's talking here. Oh, gosh. See, I'm so off my game. We're back. Book 4 of the Transcendent series. I'm so sorry to leave you guys on such an immense, magnifique cliffhanger. But here we are with Dissident by Lisa Beeson. Book 4 in the Transcendent series. And this is the prologue. We're just going to get going, because if I think about it or anything, I'll get distracted or just stop or who knows. So, we're going to get going. But let me find out. Who's talking? La, 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 la. I think this is the father. Ah, yes, okay, alright. I have no idea what voice I gave the father. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna wing it, and we're just gonna get through it, and that's what it'll be. Oh, lordy. Here we go. Prologue. 1 year ago. He never thought that he would come back to this place. Now that he was here, however, he found that without them in it, it was nothing more than a setting for the memories that haunted his dreams. Everything that had once delighted his senses now tore at his heart with an unrelenting sting. He had thought that after Talay had died, the parts of this world she had created would disappear with her. The eternal cycle of creation and destruction could not be denied, not even here. Without her will to maintain them, her creations should have broken down to their original state and returned to the ethos. Even his own creations remained, though his will to maintain them had broken along with his heart. Everything was just as it had been, a memorial to their hidden life together. A knife in his heart. Lorien, a familiar voice behind him, called a familiar voice behind him. With a flare of rage, he was tempted to strike against the man whose machinations had caused him so much pain and torment. But the fact that he had just come from his lost daughter's dream and had held her in his arms, a daughter he never would have fathered had it not been for the Shazaman, forced him to reconsider and stayed his hands. He chafed at having been so manipulated by the man, but he could never trade what he had with Talay and Senna for an easier life. I am pleased that you accepted the invitation, the Shazaman said in Lorien's Thale's dialect, knowing that he preferred it to common speech. Lorien turned away from the painfully evocative vista to face the Shazaman. "You knew that my child was still alive." The Shazaman tilted his head in assent. Bitterness rose up like bile in his throat. Whatever Senna was to the Shazaman, she was his flesh and blood child, and he had the right to know if she was dead or alive. "Then why did you not let me know?" "You know why." Of course Lorien knew why. Her safety was paramount. The fewer who knew about her existence, the safer she'd be. However, he was her father, and he couldn't help feeling resentful of the heart-rending torment he had gone through. His only consolation was that he was able to read the barest hint of surprise in the Shazaman's eyes. He was curious as to how Lorien was certain she was alive. "You did not know that she just called out to me in her sleep? That she was able to bring me into her dream?" The Shazaman's lack of response was answer enough. Lorien felt a swell of satisfaction in the fact that he finally knew something that the Shazaman did not. "She called to me and helped me to find her, even though she was so far away. I could not have done it on my own. Though she did not remember my appearance or the sound of my voice, something happened that caused her to call out for the comfort she innately knew my presence could give her." Saying it out loud made Lorien take pause. She had been old enough to remember me when she disappeared from Emuria. What caused her to forget? It tore at his heart to think of her on her own, lost and afraid, not knowing who or what she was. This beautiful miracle child that was so full of love, innocence, and promise. What has she become without the love of her family and the guidance of those carefully chosen to teach her? "Trust in me," the Shazaman urged, reading Lorien's unguarded thoughts. "Trust in her." Lorien knew that the Shazaman would do what was ultimately best for Senna. He had done too much to ensure her existence and survival to fail her now. However, he couldn't help wondering what the cruelties of life have done to her. What has she had to unleash out of desperation? There was so much destruction at that marketplace. Seeing the torment in Lorien's heart, the Shazaman relented. "This place remains as it is because of her," he said, gesturing to the world around them. He stepped closer to place a comforting hand on Lorien's shoulder. "Whether she consciously remembers it or not, it is still an essential part of her that she has not let go, just as she has not let you go." The Shazaman made sure Lorien was looking him in his silver eyes so he would be able to see the pride in them. "She is everything we hoped for her to be, and more. She has grown strong and true." Startled by the Shazaman's use of his own words to his daughter, Lorien still felt the truth of it. He sighed in relief as he allowed hope to take root and blossom in his chest once more. Hope long trodden under the despair of loss and the tyrannical reign of the Anukanai. Not only did he need Senna to grow strong and true, but all of Anu needed her to help fix what was diseased and broken. He and a select few have been trying to combat the rampant injustice and subversive tactics. But with her potential power, they could actually cleanse the Anukanai of the blight of corruption. They could finish what Talay had started. She is almost She is almost ready to return to Anu, Lorien. Lioran. Wait a minute, I thought it was Lorien. Liorans. Gosh, I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Lioran. Lioran? Lorian. It's certainly not Lorian. Lioran. Lioran? Lioran. Lioran? Lioran. Lioran. We'll go with Lioran. She is almost ready to return to Anu, Lioran. And when she does, she will need an army behind her, said the Shazaman. It is time for you to rise up and bring the dissenters of Anu together under one banner. Even though the thought of his daughter's return made his heart rejoice, the task the Shazaman asked of him was impossible. Consul Pry has weaved his webs of manipulations too deftly, playing on the old grudges and prejudices that ran so deeply between the races. How could Lioran possibly convince them to unite and fight against the only thing they think is keeping the tenuous peace and prosperity throughout the galaxy? Yet, as he scanned the world around them, the world his daughter somehow kept alive, he thought about all the impossible things she has accomplished just by existing. He swore to the Athos Eternal that he would not fail her again. Lioran met the Shazaman's steady gaze. When she is ready to lead, her army will be ready to follow. And that was the prologue of Book 4 of the Transcendent series, Dissident, by Lisa Beeson. Even though that was short, I'm going to end it here. I don't know how much space my phone has on it. I've been taking lots of videos of my dogs. And it's done. It's started. We're here. We're gonna do this. Get back on track. Oh! Okay. Moving on. I'm going to take a break, listen to it back, and then go on to chapter 1. And I see we're up to 7 subscribers. I'm shocked that anyone has joined after seeing how long it's been since my last video. But we are here now, and that's what matters. Hello to you all, and may your listenings be joyous and emotional. Peace.